The Collinsville First Baptist Church Keepers of the Kingdom Vacation Bible School begins Monday, June 26th at 8:30 a.m. We would love for your children to join us. Get more info and pre-register at our website.
Have you ever been in a situation, maybe at work or at school or maybe with your parents when you were growing up, when, as we like to say, you got a little too big for your britches? When you did that, what happened? I bet your mama or your boss or your teacher knocked you down a few pegs. Listen, we've all been there, and it's important for each of us to know our place. Well, in James 4, 11 and 12, the Bible talks about the dangers of speaking evil against another person. In fact, James says that when you speak evil against someone else, you judge them, and that when you do that, you actually judge the law. You do this because in judging that person, you set yourself above the law and make yourself the executor of the law. Well, what's the problem with that? James tells us the problem is there's only one executor of the law, one judge, and his name is Jesus. And you better believe that if you try to take his place, he'll put you in your place. The Bible tells us not to judge others lest we be judged by God according to the same measure with which we judge them. Now, I want to be clear. This doesn't mean that we can't judge something or someone in the sense of pointing out what is right or wrong. James is actually focusing more at the intent of our hearts in the judgments we render. We are supposed to point out God's truth and urge people to come under God's authority. But we have to be careful to tell them that they are accountable to God in accordance with His law, not to us. We don't try to be Jesus. We point people to Him. Change begins in you.
The Change Begins in You is brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville, Patrick Allen Companies, Mitchell Tire and Wrecker in Collinsville, and Mowdy Cabinetry.